Emergency contact information, if they have it readily available, go ahead and get it. Otherwise, proceed. Now, so we have 11 available items up top here.
These are all part of what's considered the core benefits.
Well, it's all the benefits, really. I'm just looking to see what they have here. So the basic life, there's two sections: available and requested and current benefits. So this is the company paid basic life down here. You don't need to do anything with that. They've already rolled them from 2019 to 2020. They've already done that. So all you do is go onto the available ones, and this is where you have to click through. So let's just review here. So we have medical, dental, vision, long-term disability, short-term disability, voluntary term life, pet insurance, the three Chubb products: accident, critical illness, and the life insurance. So they have, this one is the pet assure and the pet savings. Remember, those are like one's a discount plan for pet services, and one's a discount plan for pet prescriptions. This is the actual pet insurance down here. So let's just go into each one here. Already, this is not displaying as he said, because he said they would just be automatically rolled over. So they're not. But this person, this is just a test person. So it's just like you're seeing a new hire, because they don't have anything yet. You know what I mean? There's no existing coverage here for this person. So let's click on enroll. So it's not a good test environment, because this is not going to be the norm. Normally, under the available, you're only going to have 2 or 3 products. Down below is going to be everything else, just rolls over. Now, we still want to spend time on the Chubb products down below anyway, because we want to, if they're not enrolled, we want to enroll them in it. Have you used tobacco?
So you said their health insurance has already been selected?
In the training the other day, he said that if they're already enrolled in medical, he won't be going through this process here. If they're keeping the same product, if they're keeping, let's say they have the PPO and they're keeping the PPO, you won't have to go through this process I'm showing you. But this person didn't have it before.
I understand. So unless they're a brand new employee, we don't have to enroll them in the health.
Yeah, that's correct. You don't have to enroll them, but we still want to tell them about it.
Oh, okay.
We still want to educate them on the options, and then if they want to change to the HSA, you know. So I just picked a plan, and I basically just followed the thing. Now the medical plan is not here anymore. It has dropped down to the bottom under requested benefits, requested and current benefits, because it's done. Had I gone in here, this person already had a medical plan, it would already be down here in the first place. So here it is. There's the medical, the one I just enrolled in, starting 1/1/20. That's how we know, based on the date. If the guy comes back and says, "Oh, I changed my mind, I want that HSA," well, I can go into modify enrollment and make that change. But otherwise, I still have to finish these other 10 available plans. Now, again, you're not going to see this. You're not going to see this long list of benefits that need to be done on these employees. You're going to see just a couple.
Because
every employee, unless you have a new hire, a brand new hire, every employee already has coverage in the system.
Okay. From last year.
From this year, from the current year, yes, from right now, from 2019. So this is the I've got two plan options, the base and the buy-up, and I just pick my plan. You hit select and hit continue. You have to hit these little accept buttons. Submit. Now the dental's gone. You get the idea, right?
Yes.
So that's what we're doing here is, now I've got to go through all of them in order for me to complete this person. But that's the idea. You go through each one of them. You're also telling them about the products. Who would you like to cover on the vision? If you don't select anything, it's just going to default to employee only. So it's really, it is a pretty easy system. It's next, 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 next. Traceability. The LTD, so the rates, it's there's no employer contribution, so it's $13.75 per pay period for this person. There's the benefit amounts and everything.
So they already have their income. We don't have to enter income or anything like that.
No. Okay, it says enrolled. I'm not seeing it at the bottom here. Let me go back to the list. Okay, it's gone now. It's been moved to the bottom. Short-term disability.
Scott, pause for a moment because the screen is frozen. Just let it catch up to what you're doing.
Okay.
Can I ask a question?
Sure. Yes.
Approximately how long do we have with each employee, or how quickly are we supposed to complete this enrollment per person?
30 minutes.
Oh, that's good.
Absolutely.
Can you see the short-term disability?
Yes, it just displayed. You're good. Just kind of go a little bit slower.
You're breaking crazy. Okay, so on the disabilities, it's weird because you click the button to continue to enroll it, but then it puts you back here. It says that you're enrolled, so I can waive it or I have to go back to the benefits list. So it's not as smooth as the other ones. Okay, voluntary term life. Say they're not enrolled. And then here you just take the benefit out. So let's just do 10,000 for 49 cents. I'm gonna have to put in a beneficiary. Let me see if I can do it without it. I mean, you're just clicking, click, click, click.
So it allowed you to go forward without a beneficiary?
It did.
So we are not collecting any signatures.
No. I wrote it down, and I don't have my book with me. The signature, crap, I think it's the employee's date of birth. They said it in the training, and I wrote it down, but I don't have my book with me. Okay, I'm on the pet insurance screen. Are you guys caught up to me yet?
Yes.
Okay, this is new. They didn't really cover this before. I don't think they had it built out. Remember that the Assure Pet Plus, this is the Assure is like the discount pet insurance kind of thing. Well, it says it right there. Veterinary discount plan. Pet Plus is a veterinary savings plan. They're both discounts basically, but this is a promotion. This is for veterinary services. You can do, and it says right here in the drop down, you may enroll in single pets in Pet Assure or Pet Plus, or select the unlimited plan to enroll multiple pets. So there's all these different options. Nobody's going to buy this, first of all. But they have
I was hoping they wouldn't.
Yeah. I can pick it and see what happens here. All right, $7.38.
Hey, Scott, I have a question.
Yes.
Will the employees, have they been, prepped on all these benefits? Like they have had a chance to look at them, have they not?
I don't really know.
Okay.
Scott, this is Julie. I have a question.
Yes.
On this pet plan, do we need to have so many of them enrolled?
No, and we can care less about the pet insurance. We don't get paid on that.
Okay, all right. That's what I needed to know. Because on that legal stuff we had before, we had to have so many of them enrolled. Okay, so
Yeah,
that's
no.
what I needed to know. Okay.
No. What we care about here is the Chubb products.
The Chubb. Yeah, I understand that.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm just going to pass on this one. Here's the Chubb products. So now this group already has the accident and critical illness, okay? You should go into those products anyway, because if they want to add family members or if they want to increase their critical illness from 10,000 to 20,000, you can do that. So not many people have coverage on the Chubb stuff, so we want you to go into everybody anyway on those products because they just they don't have very good participation because it was self-service before.
Right.
The life insurance with Chubb is new this year. Actively at work.
So they were offered critical illness previously with Chubb.
And accident, yes. Yes, that's right.
Hey, Scott, this is Charles Seal. I've been listening in. I tried to sign on, and I had some kind of failure. But I did want to ask a question about that. So on the critical illness, if they were here last year, they got to qualify for it this year. Is that correct?
I think the offer that this group has is guaranteed issue.
It is guaranteed. Okay, good.
I believe so. I don't really know because I haven't been in the system, for somebody that has it. But I believe that it is guaranteed issue.
Okay. Well, we'll find out with our first one anyway. And of course, the accident has no qualifications, so it's guaranteed.
No.
Yeah.
And also, Scott, they said if somebody goes from like 10,000 to 20,000, we are assigning. We're just selecting a new $10,000 policy, right? We're not doing like additional 10. We're doing.
No, that's not. No. What they said is if somebody's going from 10 to 20, you enroll them in 20.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm just skipping beneficiaries for sake of time. There we go. Now, the one thing is employees are used to self-service, so they probably know how to navigate this thing better than you do. I'm sure they do. So you're right there with them. I mean, they know where to go next, but it is pretty self-explanatory. I'm not a rocket scientist. I saw it once and I'm able to click through it.
Sure.
So we're doing a face-to-face enrollment and they're sharing our laptop also?
Well, they're sitting next to you, but you're not touching anything. You're the one you're the one in control.
Okay.
But we do
Right,
want
this is
them,
live.
we do want them to see your screen as you're clicking through, right, Scott? Like have them sitting next to you. Yeah.
Yeah, don't have them sit across from you. Have them sit next to you.
Yeah, good.
Okay. There's the life. 366, 20,000. I can do the child or spouse, but I can just roll with this. So let's just do that.
And Scott, did I understand the guarantee issue on that for employee is 200,000 and spouse 30?
Employee is 100,000.
100. Okay.
Okay.
So 100,000 is guaranteed issue?
Yes. This is what we're talking about is it's going to be 100,000 guaranteed issue for new hires. I'm sorry. This is the first time the life insurance is being offered. It's 100,000 guarantee issue for everybody. It's 30,000 for the spouse.
Yeah.
I'm getting my cases mixed up.
I'm sure.
Skip all these beneficiaries. Come on. My connection is not the greatest here. Okay. Finally. Hit submit. Oh wait, I didn't hit the. I gotta On the life insurance, remember this long-term care form you have to fill it out. So you click on that. And these aren't health questions. It's just like replacement and stuff like that. Do you have any other long-term care policies? Come on. Are you covered by Medicaid? No.
Hey, by the way, if they are covered by Medicaid, are they automatically disqualified for that?
I don't even know. I've never clicked yes.
Okay.
Are you going to replace your health insurance with life insurance or long-term care? Hopefully not.
Yeah.
So protection against unintended lapse, they can elect not to designate somebody. This is basically like if you're in a long-term care facility and it says right there, and they won't lapse your coverage for non-payment if you designate somebody. Somebody else will get the bill, basically. And we're talking about when, you know, you're not with your employer anymore, you know, this is the distant future. But put somebody if you want to. That just takes more time, though. They can later with the insurance company. But in most cases, like I said, according to Jim over there, okay, so it says entering your PIN below and clicking submit will constitute as your signature. Last 4 digits of your social. I don't have this information on this test employee to be able to do this, but that's how you sign it. Yeah, no, I don't have this. They gave me a username and a password, but that's all they gave me. But that's as far as I can go with this person.
Are we creating that signature information at the point of sale, or do they? I mean, that's just something that they give us upon enrollment, right?
Yeah, they're sitting right there next to you. What's the last 4 of your social? You type it in. What's your month, day?
Got it.
You
Okay.
type it in. Mother's maiden name, type it in. And submit, and then you'll be done. But I can't submit because I don't have it.
That's not a problem.
Let's see what happens. Yeah, it's not going to let me do it. So that just booted me out of the life insurance. So I can't even finish this enrollment. But otherwise, I would click next and move on to finish it and sign it for real. But I can't do it. That's stupid. So in most cases, under this requested and current benefits, that's where you're going to see, just like this. Okay, let's say you went into an employee, an already active employee. You're going to see, hold on. Well, you're not going to see it here, but you'll see 2019 medical and you'll see 2020 medical because the system has already rolled them over. So whatever they have today, which will be displayed here, they've already rolled them over into the 2020. They've already enrolled these people in everything that they can. They can't enroll them in the Chubb products though, because, they can't enroll them in the Chubb Life because it's new. And there may be a couple other things that they have to click on. So they'll be up top, but the rest of the benefits will be down here. Your objective is to do the ones up top to just make sure that they have the plans that they want down here. And your job also is to go through those Chubb plans. I see that you're already enrolled. Let's say this is 2019 here. I see that you're already enrolled in the accident. And then you can click on it. You can modify the enrollment. So let's say this was an old accident. you can kind of tell by the premiums how what level they're on. This is employee only. So they can add, you can edit this application right there. It actually says edit application. I didn't make that up. And you can add family coverage to that as an example. Now that I've gone into it, I think I have to do it. Oh, I could return to the benefits. Yeah. So I'll go back down. This is, believe me, I prefer our system against this thing any day, but if I go in the critical illness, I can modify that, modify the enrollment, jack it up to 30,000 and continue. So the objective here is if they're not enrolled in accident, which many people are not, accident is the #1 selling worksite product, period.
Yep.
So if they're not enrolled in it, definitely talk to them about it, try to get them enrolled. On the critical, same thing with the critical illness. Like I said, they're going to have low participation on both these plans anyway. We already know that. And of course, the life insurance. I'm not able to finish this enrollment because I can't complete the life because I can't sign it. But you sign the enrollment the same way you sign the life. You know, you put in their date of birth, or I'm sorry, whatever it said, the last 4 of their social, birth month, and the birthday, or something like that. And that's how you sign a whole enrollment. But this is as far as I can get. Oh, you know what? Maybe I can just waive this. Ah, crap. Timed out.
Did you try putting in just some dummy information?
It doesn't. Well, that's a good point. It might take it. But let me just waive it. So I can finish this enrollment. So now everything should be done. Everything up top is done. Everything's now moved to the bottom. There is no top anymore. Notice. There's nothing available up top. Everything's down below. We've done a couple of benefits. All I do is hit continue. Personal information. This is the sum tab, top right there. So we've just from your information, dependents, additional information to the benefits. Now we're on the summary. All the way. Blah, blah, blah. You don't have to go through this. Hit continue. We're just trying to click through. There it is. Finish and submit your enrollment. That's what we want. So let me finish it. Now, boom, you're done. You've successfully submitted your enrollment. Log out. So you log out of this employee. Next employee sits down. Hi, my name's Scott. Nice to meet you. I'm going to tell you about your benefits today. Can I have your username, please? And you just go just like that over and over and over again.
Okay.
Also, remember we had there's a landing page that is just for enrollers. So
Yes.
on that page, you
I
also
sent
have
this
a list of
after the training. I sent this
usernames.
link. Yes, after the training, I sent this link just to you. This is not for employees. This is just for you. It says MH Enroller, Mission Health Enroller training. This is just for you. It's during the training. Okay, so here's the schedule. Here is the list of the people and their usernames. Well, it comes out in a spreadsheet. So let me open it up.
Have we been sent that yet, Scott?
I don't know if I sent it to you, but it's here. Can send it to you.
Yeah,
So
I haven't
here it
seen
is. Okay, I'll send it. Here's the whole list. Here's the username for this employee. And the easiest way to do this, I've put filters on here as the client had suggested. if you click on the last name little arrow, you can just type in a name that way and hit enter, and it'll pull up everybody like that.
Now, what
Are
was
you guys
this
seeing the
under?
spreadsheet?
It just now came up.
All right, my system is lagging. On
So
the
you,
landing page, it says self-service user account list. It's the second
yes,
button on the landing. I
yes.
opened that, and I got to the spreadsheet, and there you go. So I don't recommend doing it that way, though. I don't recommend doing it like this. I would just scroll down and find their name in the list because they're sorted by last name. Or I don't know if you guys know the trick. If you click on a cell and you do Control F, Control Frank, then you can type it in that way. That's easier, I think. Well, maybe it's not easier. I don't know. I always work with the mouse with the scrolly thing on it, and I would just zip through this thing.
So that's only if,
But they're gonna know their username. The clients.
that's if they don't recall their username.
Yeah, and if they don't recall their username, do you really think they're gonna recall their password?
Oh gosh.
Probably not. So anyway, the rest of the landing page. I did send you the premium tracking sheet because this is not our system. So we don't know how much new Chubb product you are selling. There's a spreadsheet for that. And I did send this spreadsheet separately to you as well, but it's also here. What I want you to do here is save this to your desktop and update it as you're going through your enrollments very discreetly so the employees don't see you, especially HR doesn't see you. And tell me when you can see this.
Okay.
So we have each day of the enrollment, and here's Charles, there's Irby, and so on. Accident, critical illness, life insurance. And what we want to know is how many new ones did you sell? So today, if I had, 2 accidents just for employee only, well, you have to hit the head link. I have to do this for some reason. Enable editing. Let me go find Charles again. If on November 4th, Charles sold employee only accidents, that's all we want to know, really. How many critical illness did you do? I just put the number. And how many life insurances. What you do is save this to your desktop, track it all. Even if I used to just have a little piece of paper, accidents in my life, and just do check marks. Tick marks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just so we have some kind of idea. So that's that. That's on the training website as well.
Are you going to need that sent to you?
Yes.
Daily?
In my email, yes.
Okay. Not a problem.
Now we have a recorded training from Common Census from the other day that I sent to you. Now I have some where you can actually go in and play around too. So that's a good thing. We also have good old just a document here of enrollment instructions. So if you were an employee and you were going to log in self-service, this tells you step by step how to enroll, the whole thing. So here's the thing, we're professional enrollers. If an employee can do this, well, hell, we can do it. It's really pretty basic. What else do we have on here? Oops. And then we have the actual plan documents, the We actually just 30 minutes ago, we got the benefits guide from the broker. So you won't have to go through all of these. I'm going to send the benefits guide out to everyone later today as well, because we literally hot off the press just got the thing. My suggestion to you, if I'm enrolling, you're going to have the Chubb brochures on site, okay? When you walk in the door, get those Chubb brochures first. Sit down, get online, get this website up. Sorry, this website up, and have one copy of the printed benefit guide next to you. What I do is I print it out, staple the thing, and then I highlight, here's the PPO, here's the HSA, you know, and I just kind of flip through it as I'm clicking the buttons. And most of the people are going to be, oh, yeah, I know we have an HSA. I want the PPO. Okay, fine, click, you know, but at least we're doing our job in telling the employees about the benefits and taking their elections, because they can do this on their own. What they can't do is educate themselves on the benefits. That's why we're here. That's why we exist. So it has not been put up here yet. It will be put up soon, but it hasn't been put here yet. So I'll send that out this evening. There's actually 3 of them, because remember that you have, on this case, you have all employees, you have owners, you have executives, something like that. The only thing that's really different, is the basic life. So they get different amounts, but anyway.
Hey Scott, can I ask you to give an example of that sentence that you say to start introducing medical plans, the one that kind of looks like we're educating them versus just saying, do you want to keep what you have? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good point. Let me find this. Let me find this document. She did not forward the documents. Hold on. One moment, please. Okay, corporate executives and general open enrollment guide. So let's do this one. What Alina is trying to say is that you can do this. You can just open the system and start clicking and say, okay, you're already enrolled in a medical plan. Do you want to change it? That's where we get our hands slapped, because that's happened before. So what we want you to do instead is say, hey, I'm Scott. I'm going to be reviewing your benefits with you. Let me open up the benefits guide here that I have printed here on my desk. And, you know, there's 3 medical plan options. Are you currently enrolled in medical? Well, let's take a look. Would you like more information about the plans here? Because there are 3 options, and you can go from there. You don't have to sit there and go, you know, give them all details about the plans. You don't have to go through, here's the copay, here's the deductible. They're interested, okay, because we don't really want to shove this down their throats necessarily, but we are obligated to do that, to review it with them. They say, no, I'm good with the medical plan I have. Okay, fine. You don't, in the system, you don't even have to touch it, because it's down below. It's not up top on available. It's down below, already enrolled. So then flip to the dental page. By the way, you wouldn't have to print this whole thing, just print those specific pages. There's the dental. All right, so you have 2 dental plans. Are you happy with the one that you have? Because there's another one, another option. Yeah, I'm fine with the dental. What is the other option? Well, so you're in the base plan. There is a buy-up plan. Here's the difference. Blah, blah, blah. 1,500 instead of 1,000. That's really the big difference. and then take their election. So you would modify, because they're already enrolled, you hit modify, and you go in and change it. Division, and so on and so on and so on. The benefit guide is also your guide to walking them through the benefit in the system. So you're kind of using both. You're clicking with your mouse, scrolling, as you're flipping the pages here. And with that, if you do that, you're going to walk away with a satisfied, educated employee.
Yeah, that sounds good. Now, it doesn't have the premiums on that benefit guide, though, does it?
No, it doesn't. The premiums are in the system.
That's okay.
And are you guys okay with HSA? Are you familiar with it? If that's the one where it rolls over to next year, so it's not use it or lose it.
Okay.
Yeah, if you have any questions about HSA,
Yeah,
just
you're breaking up, Helena.
Oops, sorry. HSA is the one that carries over to next year, so they don't have to use it up by end of the year.
If someone already has an HSA, do we have to get involved in their funding of that? Or have they already designated how much they want to put in it each month?
Yes, when you choose HSA medical plan, there's going to be a field that becomes available in the system for you to select the amount that they want to do. And that would be starting 1/1/2020. So it would change for, going forward.
But if they have already elected it, for next year, can we assume that they have, already decided how much to put into the savings account?
Scott, they'll have to choose that, right? We have to re-elect HSA.
Yeah, I'm going in now and I'm choosing the plan. Just see what happens. We don't know the answer to that because we haven't seen the system. We haven't seen the fully functional system yet. So let's see what happens when I choose the HSA. There you go. The HSA just became available so that I can contribute. Now, this person didn't have the HSA before. They were not contributing before, so they're doing it from scratch. But I have a feeling that someone that currently has it, it's going to display what they have today, what they're contributing. But I don't know, again, because we haven't seen it. Let's see, we do 500. $20.83 per pay period, semi-monthly. So there you go. When you pops up, when you choose the HSA, the medical plan, the HSA product pops up, and it's working like the disability products. It just says you're enrolled, and you just have to click the return to benefits list here. Now there's nothing available because I finished everything again. And there's my summary thing that I did. It's a good question. I don't look forward to Monday morning.
Keep your phone handy.
Yes, and I am making myself, I'm sure Scott is too, I am making myself available the whole weekend. If you guys want to go over anything, if you want to do mock enrollments with me, I would be more than happy to do that. Or any other questions that we didn't touch on this evening. I'm here for you.
That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Olene. I may call you on that. I'm gonna check it out, make sure I can do it, go over it.
Perfect. Yeah, please do. Please
Mhm.
do. Seriously,
Okay.
I
it
mean,
makes such a huge difference to run through it and you just feel so much more comfortable, when it's somebody else's system and everything.
yeah, I mean, you guys know benefits. I know that you know benefits. I know you know how to communicate benefits. It's just this system that takes a little getting used to.
I have a question.
Hmm.
I'm looking at my daily, schedule, and I believe I will have another enroller with me at each location.
Everybody has another enroller with them. Now, they're not working the same schedule as you necessarily. You might overlap, but
Oh, I see.
yeah.
I'm assuming they will be staying at the same hotel or motel.
Yes.
Alina?
Yes, for the most part, unless they have to move on to the next location for next day. But for the most part, we did same hotels. Yep. So you guys can get together and, you know, discuss things.
Yeah, that would be helpful.
Yeah.
Well, it depends. Who's with you?
I'm not sure. It says for me, for Lou, it says Vicky Heath.
No, that's the contact person at the location.
Oh, it sure is.
Well, let's see here. Alina, can you pull it up quick?
Yeah, it's Brenda. Brenda and Lou, you guys are doing Georgia. So it's Brenda Mitchell, and she's actually new with us as well. But she is a seasoned enroller, so
Yeah, Brenda.
yeah.
Okay, that sounds good.
Hmm.
No, one more question. Did I get an email or did I read somewhere that there was a document that we needed to hand out to the employees? Or no?
No document.
Are we supposed to pick up anything from the contact person?
The only thing we need you to do is get with the contact person to get the Chubb brochures.
Okay.
That's it.
Now, how about EOI? You probably won't need much of it, but EOI is, are we going to have printed copies at the locations? Few of them?
No, I don't think so. What Common Census has told us is that if somebody needs EOI, they're going to look at it on the back end and pull it all out and see who needs it.
Sweet. Good.
What they also said is, let me finish that. They said that if somebody needs an EOI, that there's a link within the system for them to do it online. Now, we don't have time to do it online, but they can log back in. That's what I would suggest. If you see somebody needs an EOI, have them log back in after you enroll them and go to do that. But we don't have time. We have 30 minutes.
What is an EOI?
It's the evidence of insurability form. So, like on the voluntary term life, it's only on the voluntary term life, I think.
Oh, that's if they go over the guaranteed issue amount.
Yep, that's right. If they go over guarantee issue, let me just do it here. We've got a minute. I've got another training actually right now, so let's see if anybody joins it. In the meantime, let me see if I can jack this up and Oh, there it is. It's a PDF. See that right there? On the left side, voluntary term life evidence of insurability. So it's not a link. They lied. It's a PDF document. And then if I open it, it's just a PDF. So the employee can go here. Oh, they didn't lie. There's the instructions. So there's the link right there. But we're not going to have time to do it, guys. So if they choose an amount that is a fair amount, where they're going to need an EOI. Alina, if you don't stop texting me.
I was just saying that the screen is frozen. It's frozen.
Log back in here. All right, tell me when you see the voluntary life screen.
It's opening now. Oh, no. Well, we see the voluntary term life, and on the side there's a link for evidence of insurability, but we didn't see it when you open the window.
So I click on it, and it gives me instructions with a link. My connection is. And you also texted Mary too, by the way. Tell me when you see it.
Okay.
So there's a link. You click on the link, and it gives them instructions on how to fill it out. But we're not going to have time for that. So they can log back in here and do it themselves. But again, Common Census is going to be pulling all this data, and if anybody needs an EOI, they can tell the client to go have the employee go do it. But there will not be forms on site.
Okay. One more quick question. Is our dress code business casual or?
Yes. Yeah, business casual. These are all nursing homes, you know.
Right.
You're not going to see executive or anything.
Yeah, I didn't want to pack any neckties.
No, not needed here. Hey guys, well, we not both all unfortunately, but we are. An hour ago, received, or we just received recently the 2020 benefits guide, which is also on the landing page. But I'll go ahead and send this out to you guys as well. Remember that during the training, they emailed it to me, and I pulled it up, and we went through it. So let's go through it again. And I know my connection is not great, so I'll try to go slow. Oops. Tell me when you see this UMR PPO.
I see it.
Okay. So this document I would definitely print out. Like, this is really all you need to print. The product brochures will be on site at the locations. And Debbie, for you, Mary's going to be there as well. Mary is one of our salespeople. She has an extensive background. You probably know her anyway. She used to work at AB Enroll. Or you might not actually, where you live. Anyway, the point is, She's very savvy with benefits, and she knows Solarix, our system, like the back of her hand. So she will be with you at corporate on Monday, and I think you guys have already been emailing back and forth about getting together.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I haven't heard from Mary.
Well, maybe I should say she emailed you.
Okay.
She did email you. She did
Okay.
email you, but you're going to be with not the John that's on here, but another John, and he emailed back with her. So anyway, they're getting
Okay.
together, I think, Sunday at 4 p.m. and just check your emails.
Great.
So
Okay. I will.
she'll be with you to kind of get you guys started, get you kicked off. If you have any Solarix questions or whatever, she's going to be right there. I wanted
Okay.
to send one of us, one of the Benaware people, to corporate to kick this off because it's corporate. There's only so many of us, so we couldn't have somebody go to Kansas also. But anyway, that's what you're going to see. So you don't really need this, and you've used our system before several times, Debbie, Solarix.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So these benefits, there's nothing complicated about them at all. There's 2 medical plans, and it's just about communicating the information. So the way I do these enrollments, I have the benefits guide printed out next to me, and employee sits down. Hi, I'm Scott. I'm here to do your benefits. Pull them up in the system and go through this guide. I just use the guide first. I said, well, you have 2 medical plan options, and the system will tell you what they're currently enrolled in. So you can use that as kind of a helper to start the conversation. So I see you're already enrolled in the PPO plan. There's also an HSA plan. Did you know about it? Would you like more information about it? You can kind of go from there. But even if they have just a PPO and they want to stay there, all right, well, let's just do a 2-second recap. You have a $1,500 deductible, $3,000 for the family. You have a $25 for the doctor's visit, and they're shaking their head, yep. So not much has changed. Nothing has changed on any of their plans that I know of. So 25, 50, and then the prescriptions. That's it. Here's your deductible. Here's your copay. Here's your prescriptions. And then you go to the dental. And in network, there's only one plan. There's only one plan. You're currently enrolled in the dental. Calendar max is $1,200. This is nothing new. Everything's the same. $50 deductible. It only applies to basic and major services and so on. And you just keep on chugging. Is there anything specifically about the benefits that you guys wanted to ask?
I'm good with them. Does it tell us, do we need to know how often their pay scale is?
It's in the system. Everything in the system, the rates are done based on their pay periods.
Okay.
So everything you see in the system will be based on how many times they get paid, whether they're monthly or biweekly or whatever it is.
Okay.
John, did you have any questions about the benefits themselves? John?
I'm good.
Okay. So the benefits are pretty basic, we also have the Prudential worksite products. Of course, those are important to us. That's how we get paid. So we definitely want to spend some time on them. They're also brand new. And then the Transamerica life insurance, which is also new. Now, Debbie, you're savvy with the system, but I can go through the system again. You don't have to stay on unless you want to, but I'm going to go through it again for John's sake.
Okay, I might be kind of in and out, but I might stay logged in just to make sure.
Okay. Alina?
Yes, sir.
Alina, Can you
Yes.
take over here?
Yes. You're gonna stay
Give me a
on
second.
the phone
Let me-
line? Yeah.
I'm gonna stay on the phone. Let me just switch over here. You're not on here. Oh,
I'm you.
what?
I'm the other you. I'm the other Scott. I'm a presenter already. You don't have to give me controls, but whatever. I got it. I don't know if I have a login. Do you know your login?
All right.
Let's see if this will work.
All
I
right,
have
forget
something.
it. Forget it.
Yeah.
Just forget it.
Yeah, no, I don't want to mess up your login.
All right, hold on a second. So if he wants to keep it the same, you can tell him your PPO has a $1,500 deductible, $3,000 for the family, $25 primary copay, $50 for the specialist, etc. You might as well. I would, especially for an executive. And the other option is an HSA. You ever consider an HSA? Whatever. You're not trying to convince anybody of anything. You're just trying to educate them on what's available. All right, the dental plan, there's only one. He's currently enrolled. So you'll tell him about the dental plan, tell him your maximum preventive services at no cost, $50 deductible for basic or major services, et cetera, et cetera. Vision plan, there's only one. He's currently enrolled in it. Anytime you see that current, they're probably just going to keep it the same. If somebody sits down with you and say, I just want to keep everything the same. Okay, give me a few minutes to click through the system then. But what is not the same are the Prudential and the Transamerica products that I do have to tell you about. Group basic life insurance is a company paid life insurance, no cost. This person has $40,000. Hit next. Now, anytime you do a life insurance, it's going to ask for a beneficiary. You can just check the box. It's going to populate the people who are loaded in the system already for your ease of use. But if you want to add somebody else, if they want to leave it to an estate or something, you can just check that box, or you can hit the plus sign here and add somebody else. Okay, long-term disability. Another company paid benefits, 60% of salary up to $5,000. Now this guy makes $375,000 or something like that. He would technically, 60% of his salary is way more than $5,000 a week. I mean, a month. This is long-term disability, so that's monthly. But the cap is $5,000. Sorry, company paid. I'll take it. It's free. Now, because I did not choose the HSA medical plan, I do still have the option for the flexible spending. So I can take pre-tax dollars and put them into a savings account, and I can use that money for medical expenses on a pre-tax basis, or I can waive it, whatever. Now, if you do it, And let's say they want to do $50 per pay period. You hit the little calculate button. This guy's paid monthly. So everything you see here is monthly. $50 a month, $600 a year. If he wants to do it, you just hit next. If he doesn't want to do it, but that's how you use the calculator. You just hit wait. Dependent care, flexible spending, of course, this is for daycare. Most people max it out at 5,000 if they're using it. If they don't have little children or whatever, then they're just going to waive it. So the system is pretty snappy. I'm actually doing this from my car on a hotspot, okay? So you should be good. So this is a universal life insurance, and this is done separately per person, employee, spouse, child, whatever. Let's just go on the employee. So you're basically going into to elect the employees elections, or show them the prices at least. You got to go in here. Any tobacco? Yes or no? And then you choose the benefit amount, however much they want to pay. Now this guy's paid monthly, so these show monthly also. But let's say he wanted to do 25 grand. This is the permanent life insurance with the long-term care. Come on. So now it pops me back to this screen. Oh, beneficiary, sorry. So it puts me back to the main screen where I have the other people. I can go into them and select how much they want, or I can just hit next and it will continue with the enrollment of the UL. There's going to be some questions, not health questions, but just insurance company questions. Do you agree to receive correspondence electronically? It's either a yes or a no. People like old-fashioned paper. Send it to me in the mail. Protection against unintentional lapse. So it means that basically you can assign somebody else to receive your bill. This is if you've already left the company, you're retired, you still have a UL policy, and you go into a long-term care facility and you're not getting your mail to pay your bill on a direct bill, so you can designate somebody else. Or you don't have to. If I say yes, I'm not designating anyone. If you're applying for dependent coverage, well, I'm not. So the answer is no anyway. Do you currently have existing life? We don't do any replacement around here. We don't know what they have, and we're just saying no to these things. This is a statement. Anytime it says I certify, that's a yes. If applying for accelerated death benefit rider, did you receive the applicable disclosure if required by your state? Whatever. Yes or no. I will just say no. I have read. Yes, I've read it. That's a representation. There's always going to be a yes. I certify. Yes. That's another representation. That was actually for you, for the agent. To the best of your knowledge, are they replacing anything? No. This again for you, not the employee. I hereby authorize deductions. Yes. Too many questions, in my opinion, but it is what it is. And then it pops you into the accident plan. So accept or decline, pretty straightforward. Let's go ahead and accept it. Employee only. Beneficiary, it's going to default to who I chose last time. You don't need a contingent ever. It's going to default to what I chose last time, but I can change it. I might have lost my signal here. All right. Critical illness. This works on a slider bar, so we got 10,000 and the prices. If I click the slider, it moves it to 20,000 eventually with the prices, and then the third option is 30,000. So, accept or waive, either one. Hospital indemnity. Now all of this is exactly as we did during the training. I just picked a different employee. So that video that I sent would be very helpful to review. You also have access to this system as well to play around, which I highly encourage you to do, especially John, since you're new to this. Supplemental term life insurance, if it's green, it's guarantee issue. If it turns red, they need an evidence of insurability form, which they're supposed to have on site at the location. Okay. Okay, John. Beneficiary again, it's defaulted to the same thing I did before, the other two times. Okay. And Debbie, you know this, but only available all the time, all weekend leading up to the enrollment is preferred. But even after the enrollment starts, of course, you get stuck on something, just call me. I'm actually going to be on site at a different enrollment on Monday morning, but call me anyway or text me or whatever. Now, this is a spouse life. This person has not had coverage previously. I can tell that because there's no here at all. So if a spouse has not been previously enrolled, they're going to need an EOI. It says right there, over GI limit. They can still get it. They can still purchase it. They can purchase other amounts too. Just hit the slider bar. But they're going to have to qualify by filling out the evidence of insurability form and giving that to HR. Same beneficiary? Nope, my bad. This is spouse life. So if I apply for spouse life insurance, I can't leave it to myself, unfortunately. So I'm going to give it to the employee or whoever. I can give it to my grandmother. Come on. And then child life, it's a flat amount, 10,090 cents a month. So but let's just not do it. Move on. Yeah. All right, fitness subsidy. So because this person does not work at the corporate office, they get a $15 monthly fitness subsidy. So it shows up as a negative because it's actually a credit to the employee. So they put it in their paycheck, 15 bucks, and they can go to the gym, or they don't have to go to the gym. They can do whatever. They can buy for 15 bucks, they could probably buy like 2 packs of cigarettes. Sign and submit, you just hit next. Employee, click this box to sign the Transamerica UL application. Enroller, check this box, sign the form. And then we got a confirmation form being generated here. This is going to get emailed to the employee as soon as you finish it. You're going to sign it with the PIN code. In your case, the PIN code is your system password, which I believe we made Trans 2019. Trans with a capital T 2019. Once you sign it, it's going to tell you congratulations. Congratulations, your enrollment is now complete. And then if you scroll down, I just have my scrolly thing, I scroll all the way down. When I hit return, it's going to pop me back out to the front. I've actually timed out, so it's going to push me all the way out. But if I didn't time out, it will push me back to the first screen, that search bar screen, where it shows me that Jones FAR is now complete.
We are still on the confirmation statement. It's moving slow.
Yeah. Didn't I mention I was in the car?
You're doing a great job.
I think it's hilarious that you can take the $15 from the company and buy a couple of packs of cigarettes.
You're funny.
Instead of going to the gym. Isn't that awesome? Anyway, it's been a long day.
So, John, again, like Scott said, I am here for you, and Debbie, of course, the entire weekend. If you guys, now Debbie is a veteran, she's probably going to be fine. But John, you're kind of new to this. You're back in business, after some years. So please take advantage of it. I'm here for you to